What's going on, folks? I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update for the Fox Body drift car build. There's been a few changes since the overview video, and the biggest change, of course, you see here is the fender flares. These are universal 55mm fender flares, and they're from Wideworks. Everybody wants to know where they came from, so look up Wideworks Auto. Your best bet is to find them on Facebook and hit them up that way if you want to purchase a set of your own. They make 50mm and they make a 30mm set. There's also a DIY of the install process, and I'll be posting a link up. The Ebrake handle is a 25mm artillery shell from United States Marine Corps LAV. So if you don't know what an LAV is, definitely go Google that and look it up. It's pretty cool, and it goes along with my subtle military theme, my Marine Corps theme that we got going on here. And unfortunately, the Ebrake is still not 100% working. It's an inline setup, and those are kind of notoriously crappy. It only works if I stomp on the foot brake and then yank the E-brake. I'm still trying to figure out how to get that properly set up. The foot brake works fine, but the E-brake is still screwy. If anybody has any suggestions on how to help me to get this inline E-brake working, I'd really appreciate it. In the meantime, I'm actually looking for a shop that can fabricate me dual calipers in the rear. There are no kits currently out for the IRS, the Cobra IRS, so I'm gonna have to get something custom made. So if anybody has any resources on that, please let me know as well. Last up is the differential is currently toast. I killed the LSD practicing, and that's why you haven't seen any drift videos from me, because right now the car is only capable of doing one wheel burnouts. So that's a major roadblock for me. That should actually be getting rebuilt within the next week or two, hopefully, and then once that happens, you'll be getting a few drift videos, and then we're going to be putting it in the garage and doing some motor work to it. The last thing we got going on is the GT rear spoiler. I've actually had this for like a year now, and painting it was just never a priority. I tried to save money and get somebody to paint it, and I bought some bootleg paint from somebody, and it just didn't match, so it sat some more. And then I happened to go to Walmart, and just to try something out, I found the exact match to my car in Rust-Oleum, and I brought it down here in my basement and actually spray painted it myself. I mean, it's not 100%, you know, show car quality, but if you see it in person, you won't be able to tell that it's spray painted. It's the same thing that I did to the fender flares, and when I tell people it has been spray painted, they don't really believe me, because it matches the car perfectly. It's got a good gloss on it, and yeah, it laid down pretty good. So if you want to know how to spray paint parts properly, you know, the best way that you can, you want to check out the YouTube channel. I can't think of the name right now, but I'll definitely put up a link in the description of how you can learn how to spray paint things better. So one thing about spray paint is once you do it, you got to let it sit for a while. So I did this about 2 days ago, and I mean, even though you can physically touch it, I don't really want to mess with it, because you can still put fingerprints in it. You know, even 48 hours afterwards, you can put permanent fingerprints in it. So I like to let pieces sit for about a week before I start really messing with them, and give the paint a good time to cure. The rear splitter and the side splitter are one-of-a-kind pieces. I custom made those myself, and if you actually want to see more on the build process of how I do these type of things, go ahead and follow the Instagram that you see below. Alright, so over here we have a spare set of rear lower control arms. I have this set because I'm working on them right now to try and get these polyurethane bushings in them. It's really difficult to get the rubber bushings out. I've actually taken these things to 3 shops and been turned away. I lit them on fire, I hit them with a hammer, they won't burn, they won't budge. What I ended up doing is actually took them over to somebody's house. He had a manual hydraulic press, and we were able to push the bushings out that way. So the next step is just to actually clean out the residual rubber that sits inside. Clean that out, and then these new polyurethane bushings will slip right in. And then the arms will be ready and we can swap those over and hopefully have a nice smooth swap when I go to get the LSD rebuilt. So this is coming up. All of that pile of stuff is coming up, and the steering angle kit, that's all coming up, and hopefully all that stuff will be done within about a month, and then you guys will finally get to see some drifting out of the drift stang. Thanks for checking out the videos, folks. Stay tuned, and hopefully we'll kill this whole stack of tires pretty soon.